Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse getting started right at 9:03 a.m. Woo! I was ahead of schedule. I don't know what happens. I'm ahead of schedule, and then all of a sudden I start like 2 minutes or 3 minutes late. But here we are. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday, right? And we got the weekend here. Not that it matters when you have a newborn. Every day is basically the same day, right? Just trying to make it through. But last night I was on the night shift, and again, as usual, and she slept a solid 5.5 hours. So it's not quite as good as that 7 hour night, but we're trending in the right direction. So we're trending in the right direction. She's not waking up every 2 to 3 hours like she did in the very beginning. Now we're 4 to 5 hours was awesome. That was like a milestone. And then that 7 hours, and then now if we get like 5, or according to the app, it says that 6 hours is sleeping through the night. So we would take that. But with that, good morning. Welcome back, Lawrence. Good morning, Javier. Friday. Let's go, Javier. Welcome back. Here we are. If you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome. If you're returning like Lawrence and Javier, even better. Good to see you back, everyone. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit that repost button. Make sure to hit the follow button. Depending on what app you're on, it's labeled differently. Don't have to remind. I don't have to remind the YouTubers because they're very good at smashing the like button. The Twitter X app folk, we might get like 1,000 views and 10 likes. It's horrendous. Makes me feel bad. I cry in my sleep. Not really. Good morning, Owl Art Tattoo. Good morning. Oh, what's going on Friday? Hey, what's going on with the market, Jesse? Jeez Louise, right? Here we go. Let's get into it. The first half, by the way, I'm going to keep looking at the GoPro probably on top of the monitor just out of habit, but did order another battery, so hopefully it comes in Monday, and Tuesday everything is back to normal. We'll see if it works or not, because the battery basically like not only wouldn't come out, but just seemed dead and maybe fried too. So hopefully it didn't actually ruin the GoPro. So hopefully it's just a matter of a new battery. But if not, if so, Tuesday should be back to normal on the camera. And then if not, we'll have to possibly look at plan B, because I don't like looking all the way over to the right of the laptop. I like looking straight ahead at the monitor and not have to come back over here. So anywho, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We get that battery. Hello. Welcome, David. Welcome. There we are. The first half of the live stream will cover Bitcoin, altcoins, the indices like the NASDAQ, SP 500. We'll go over the Magnificent Seven. We'll probably keep this a little bit shorter today. It is Friday. Of course, it is Friday, and I've got some posts to do for the Discord as well. We got a nice update over there that we got going on, and what else? Yep, gotta do that. So, and any other stocks or crypto assets that kind of jump out at us on the watch list, then we will take a look at them. And in the second half of the live stream, just make sure to get your chart requests in early, and we'll do chart requests on the second half of the live stream. Make sure to put in the ticker symbol. Let me know if it's crypto or stock. Put in all the details. Otherwise, if I don't recognize it, I may or may not cover it, especially on a Friday. So we'll see. Good afternoon, Caesar. Welcome back. I was like, what's that red mark on my neck? And so I just went in the mirror and looked, and looked like I got bit by something. I got bit by Dracula or something. No, I got bit by probably a mosquito or something. I have no idea, but it's a small bite. But still, I was like, what is that? I didn't even know I had it, and I went on camera. I'm like, "What is that?" and then I went to the mirror. Oh, that's why I was a couple minutes late because I was like, I went on camera. I saw the. I was like, "What's that red mark?" Uh, and then I went to the mirror and I was like, "Oh, it's a bite. It's a bite mark." So it may or may not go away while we're on the live stream, but there we are. Cool. Cool. Yeah, a lot of the stocks, I'm not saying PLTR is one of them, but a lot of the stocks like PayPal, SoFi, uh, Shopify, right? They're all beaten up so badly, and a lot of them were in a bear market for like 2.5, 3, 3.5 years, right? Now they're starting to make a move. So it's while the Magnificent Seven may or may not go through a little bit bigger of a correction or a sideways chop or sideways consolidation, whatever the case may be, some of that money might be rotating into those other assets that have just been beaten down for 3 years, right? 3 years in the making. People have given up. People have checked out. They've probably, I think PayPal changed CEO at least once, if not twice. Breaking news, PayPal shareholders, it's not the CEO. It's the market makers, it's the market bosses, it's the whoever's running the liquidity behind the scenes, right? So with that, let's jump into it. Let's go. We've already spent 9 minutes on the pleasantries. Fill that gap to the downside, August 5th. Yep. Bitcoin weekly chart, still currently bearish, right? Still currently bearish. The trending dots are still trending downward, right? So the trending dots, you kind of look at it, it's like it's just barely back to this point. So will the trending dots start to come back down like this? And if you get a bigger move or a faster move to the downside, see how these trending dots go more vertical. Well, the same would be to the downside as well, right? So relatively, it's kind of holding up pretty good as of right now. You have to say that because this was such a fast and strong move. You would expect like once it starts breaking down from this area over here, it would be a strong and fast move. And yes, this is a strong and fast wick down, but you would think it would kind of match or mirror the opposite of uh, this move over here, right? That was only 4 weeks, so you think it would kind of come down equally or faster to the downside. So it's still holding somehow, some way. Still holding. So let's get into it. This is a weekly chart, still bearish, still in a downtrend. MACD, right? All that stuff. 2-week chart had that RSI sell signal, right? Not seen since April 2021, and doesn't mean it couldn't still get some sort of a double wave like it did in 2021. You can see the RSI sell signal April 2021 that we've talked about many times, and then once it came, RSI kind of came all the way back down to the 50 line. Then there was a multi-month rally to the upside and even made a brand new all-time high over there. So we played that to the upside. We played that to the downside. And then over here, end up shorting Ethereum in the bear market. So made that decision. So that's the 2-week chart. There is an RSI sell signal. It is interesting that if we got a double wave, possibly, and RSI came back to the 50 at about the same time, it's possible it plays out similar to 2021 again, right? So we don't know if it will or not. But that's what we're seeing right now. Price is below the trending dots. Price was below the trending dots over here. And then, of course, if you keep going on higher time frames, it only like validates or strengthens what I'm saying or seeing, because you had an RSI sell signal on the 3-week chart in May of 2021. You've got a pending RSI sell signal again in July 2024, and it's right around the trending dots. It closed right around the trending dots, and then it was just a couple of candles sideways, and then it pumped back up. So we'll see how it plays. We'll see how this time it plays out. And just keep in mind, like when all that was happening back here, RSI went much higher on the 3-week chart at 92 compared to this peak over here at 80. And then, it was still bullish up here at like 57 before it bounced. It's already 57 and could be lower, right? Could be lower. And then even on the MACD, so when I said like the relative strength is leaving Bitcoin on the 2-week chart, seems like it is on the 3-week chart too. And then this is a high over here in 2021. The MACD would be putting in a lower high possibly over here and curling over on the 3-week chart. So creating long-term divergence, right? So just something I'm pointing out, just an observation. Calm down. Calm down. Just making an observation over here. So you had that nice buy signal in March 2023. Obviously, it's late to the party, right? We were buying back here at 16,800 based off of the daily chart and the weekly chart starting to gain strength. 16,800, and that was the first major buy with 5x leverage over there. Buy signal on RSI over here, actual buy signal over here. So that's where we're kind of at. The monthly chart, I'm not saying bear market, but if you get an RSI sell signal on the monthly chart, like you did back in June 2021, it could still bounce, right? It could still bounce, but an RSI sell signal back in February 2018, it's like, how can you not say a bear market at that point? So something to pay attention to. It's not up only, and it's not down only forever. Over here, there's a lot of down only, a lot of 10,000 Bitcoin. Yes, there were targets lower. Yes, it's possible it could have gone lower, but it's not down only, and it's not up only, right? So the longer you are in this, the more that confirms that it's not up only forever and it's not down only forever. So there we are. And depending on what exchange you're looking at, like this got a reversal candle over here on Bitstamp, and over here it's got a reverse candle on Binance, and over here in November 2021. So I always like to look at a couple different exchanges. I used to look at like 6 when I only traded. Was it 6? I don't know. At least 4. At least 4. No, if you count futures, at least 5. I would look at least 5 exchanges because I was really only the majority of or the main account. 90+% I was only trading Bitcoin, right? So for 2020 and 2021. Reversal candle over here. And that's why I switched it back over, because I was like, hey, where's that reversal candle? And I was on Bitstamp. That's why. So there you go. Reversal. Not only did price come back down the trending dots, price came back down the 200-week moving average. After the reverse candle, price came back down to the trending dots. Will it come back down the 200-week moving average? We don't know for sure. We don't have a magic crystal ball. We don't know for sure. Oops. Cheers. That was an accident. Cheers. So there we go. That's Bitcoin. Not much really else to report. This is the daily chart over here, right? Daily chart. We'll keep an eye on it. The weekly chart over here. So if you look at the drawings, right? The drawings. That's the weekly chart. Let's see. Kind of clean this up over here. Daily chart, right? Oh, this is a weekly chart. Still Still trading down below this target over here as well. So, but the daily chart, this is what I kind of, I think that's why I was on Binance. Yeah, there we go. So this yellow line is the weekly, and it's still well below the weekly. And then I was playing around with, this is the daily line. Here, let's change this to 2. And I posted that over there on the Twitter X app that it was currently below it, right? So, kind of the line in the sand that has been drawn, and that's what I posted on the Twitter X app. So I was pointing out over here, I was pointing out over here, I was pointing out over here, and then when I posted it, price was about right here below it. So if you start seeing the trending dots get below it, right? Doesn't seem great. Doesn't seem great. Kind of line in the sand. Let's go over here. We never warmed up our trigger finger on the Twitter X app. So let's smash that like button. Let's hit a repost button and throw in a quick comment over here. Whatever it is. And boom. There you go. 5 seconds flat. 7 likes. Oh, there we go. There's our guy, Salamandrin. Tio, I think he says. Uncle. 2200. Dang, he's always beating me over there. He's always beating me with more viewers over there. In I think it's in Espanol. Habla Espanol over there. What else? Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Come over here, and you've got this is what I was talking about. The Bitcoin line in the sand has been drawn, right? There, there, and it was currently below it over here. And that's about it, right? That's about it. Line in the sand. Yeah, we're just taking our time today. We're just going slow. I mean, nobody asked, but there you go. Boom, boom. What are we doing today, Jesse? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Ooh, there we go. Okay. There we go. All righty. That's Bitcoin. What else is going on? The altcoins. Let's see. Still bearish. Still below the trending dots on the daily chart. Still bearish on the weekly chart. Well below the trending dots. Possibly. Yep, possibly. You got a target right around there. I think the target is range, like the middle of the target is like 44,500. Yeah, we'll get into it. Yep, we got to get there. We got to get there first, Lawrence. Take it easy. Lawrence. We got to get there. Ethereum weekly chart. Ethereum 2-week chart, bearish. Had that sell signal not only on RSI but on the actual sell signal as well. Is it leading the way for Bitcoin? Right. Not only having a sell signal but also hitting the 200-week moving average. Right. It's possible. So, and then was the 3-week chart. Had a reverse candle as a pending sell signal on the 3-week chart, as an RSI pending sell signal. So Ethereum. Regarding the divergence of BTC. Yeah, the only thing I'm going to add to that, because what I always say, and I always say this, being that you're a longtime market sniper, or you should have heard me say it by now. Trade each chart individually, first and foremost. I've been saying that all the time for like almost 2.5 years in the Discord. So, Bitcoin, trade the chart first and foremost, more than anything else. Everything else, could be a leading or lagging indicator, right? Could be a leading or lagging indicator. So if I talked about this on the live streams, I don't know if you remember, but I talked about in the live streams for like the last couple of months that, there is market divergence, right? There is market divergence. So would Bitcoin catch up to the Nasdaq and the SP 500 uh, to the upside, or vice versa, right? Or would the Nasdaq and the SP 500, since there's market divergence, um, would it catch up to Bitcoin to the downside, right? So, um, I think we might be seeing the latter, right? So, some lead, some lag, and some look very, very, very similar to the others. So that's the only thing I'm going to chalk it up to. Yep, exactly. Could turn down soon, right? So Bitcoin and the Russell 2000 in 2021 led the way, and the Nasdaq and SP 500 followed in December, along with Ethereum, in my own personal opinion. And obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only, and hopefully, we have some entertainment along the way. But if you've been following me on Twitter X app for any length of time, even way before the Discord, I talked about it in November 2021. Bitcoin and the Russell 2000 corrected first. Then the Nasdaq and SP 500 were next, and Ethereum was lagging too at that time in November 2021, and that's why I ended up shorting Ethereum, because I felt like I was too late to the party to short Bitcoin, closing out my long position at 61,000. Then I felt like I was like too late. I wasn't prepared to short it. In hindsight, I still was, but in my own mind, I was not. I thought there was a better opportunity after comparing ETH and BTC side by side for 2 full days. Like, I put 2 full days of work in before I ended up shorting it at $4,384, all the way down to $2,500 was the first short. And then, so that's that. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Yep. 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 Uh, Hopefully there's entertainment. Hopefully it's not boring. Hopefully I'm not just monotone and boring to listen to. Man, there's some YouTubers or Twitter, yeah, live streamers, whatever, that they got a lot of followers, and I just can't like watch more than a few minutes of them because they're just so boring to listen to. Oh my god, it puts me to sleep. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I'm not gonna call anyone out. That's mean. But yeah, hopefully I'm not like that. Right. Even when I'm tired. Today I'm tired. I don't know. The baby got the best of me last night. She's sleeping more, but not as much as that 7 hours. So all right, let's keep going. Let's get back on the weekly chart. Let's go to Solana. Another pending sell signal over here on the weekly chart. Remember, there was bearish divergence. Then there was a reversal candle, a lower high. No, additional bearish divergence not picked up on the indicator. Wow, we'll get it figured out. So you got bearish divergence, reversal candle, possible lower high over here. You take out this pivot point over here, that would be confirming the lower high with the lower low on Solana. So there it is. There it is. Daily chart starting to break back down. Looks bearish on the daily chart. Below the trending dots. Take out this pivot point over here. That would confirm another lower low. Would it? No. You have to come all the way down. No. Hold on. Time out. Yeah. All the way over here, below 126 to confirm a lower low, right? On the daily chart. Okay, good. Cool. Thank you. Yes, I need that positive reinforcement because this is a lot of energy to do, right? A lot of energy to do. And on the YouTube, we only have like 150 viewers on average, probably, because I don't do the short videos anymore. And the short videos with catchy taglines and thumbnail artwork and doing all that YouTube stuff. I don't do all of that. I was doing that, but it's a lot of work. I'm not like uh you know, they used to call themselves influencers, but creators, right? Creators. Uh, I was never like a creator, right? Like I would post charts on the Twitter X app and I grew my followers over there, but I don't feel like I have that creativity to be a creator on YouTube, right? And nor do I want to, right? So I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just keep going on the charts. But that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to hear that positive feedback because it is a lot of work, right? It is a lot of work. But with enough viewers, it helps me get out of the bed in the morning, right? There we go. To do the live streams. What was this question on Solana? Have a look at Solana. Is it worth looking for longs to the current range? That wouldn't be my strategy, Lawrence. Not at all. That wouldn't be my strategy whatsoever. I don't catch falling knives. I look for higher probability reversals. The daily chart is bearish. Unless you're looking at like lower time frames. Nope. 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 I mean, there is some bullish divergence, but nope. Nope. So I mean, even if you're trading all the way down the 1 hour chart on Solana, it's not for me, right? Not for me. The 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 3 hour, the 4 hour, the 8 hour, the 1 day, the daily chart, the weekly chart, all bearish, right? So no, I don't do that. So if you're not sure what my strategy is, then there's 60 plus hours of recorded coaching that I take you through step by step the entire way. And the old live coaching crew at the time, the Magnificent Seven, right? They asked a lot of great questions. So, each video probably should have been or would have been an hour or less. But they asked so many good questions that our live coaching sessions sometimes ran 3 hours, and I ran, and I was happy to do it. I always wanted to outperform what I charged. I didn't charge very much. I charged like $199 a month for them, and we did 8 coaching sessions in a month for like 2 months, and then I did some videos after that, some trailing videos after that. If questions came up and stuff, I would just record videos for them. But they would ask great questions. And so some of those recorded coaching sessions go an hour, hour and a half, even longer, whatever it took to put the time and the work in to try to help people, I did. So if you're looking to buy right now, based off of what I'm seeing in the charts, you may need to update your strategy, is what I'm trying to say. Because I would at least rather buy over here than as it's trending downward, right? I'd rather take a shot over here and have a stop loss in than to take a shot now or take a shot here, right? So what else? What else? And the sharpshooter candles 3.1 was never built to like substitute the actual trading strategy. The sharpshooter candles 3.1 was meant and intended to help visualize the overall strategy, right? So it was there for visual purposes. So it was never meant to just be the strategy by itself to buy and sell the indicator ever. It was never, but to help visually, because a lot of people, it was with all the questions and all the challenges that I could see in the tone, or not the tone, but like read the messages. That's why I started building out the indicators to help with that. So in some cases, is it enough, and would it outperform a lot of the creators on Twitter X app? Absolutely. Like this buy signal back here to this sell signal or take profit strategy, right? You could build a profitable strategy off of it. You would just have to have um, like enough rules of when to and not take actual trades, or and manage your risk. But anyways, let's keep going. That's Solana, Sand, Near, Filecoin, Mana. There's not much really to report, right? Algo, ADA, Dot, AVAX, Chainlink, FET. I mean, they all look the same to me. So, Rari, aka Rarible, is ultra bearish, right? So, let's switch gears over here to the Nasdaq, and there we are, right? So, I eyeball tested on the live stream with these targets, right? And then I went back and mapped it out, and they were pretty close, but now they're adjusted to the actual targets. So again, we'll see if it plays out similar to Bitcoin, where you got this big move down, and then price comes back to a key target area. This is key target area 4. This is a little bit confusing over here. That's target 5. So, you know, if it gets rejected at key target 4, it's possible that was it. That's possible that was it. So we'll see. This is a daily chart. It's actually hit 4 out of 4 targets to the upside on this retracement. And that's where we're at on the NASDAQ right now. If you're looking to short the NASDAQ, it's a matter of waiting patiently, because you're looking for that lower high to be established. And then you got the trending dots coming up. Could take some time. As you can see, it might be end of August, might be September, whatever the case may be. But if you're looking to short it, I'd be, the the arrow is kind of like where you're looking for like that lower possible high. So the higher probability short is a lower high being established, not only on the daily chart, but you could say on the weekly chart, right? The weekly chart. So that's why it could take some time to build out, maybe a week or two, or a couple weeks, or a month, right? To build out a lower high, and maybe a month and a half, 2 months. Who knows? Who knows? And maybe the bottom's in. Maybe we just go straight to the moon, right? Maybe. It's always a possibility. So we'll see. We will see. Really? That's interesting. Why do you say that? I'm 45 years old, and I've only lived here since 2007. So 2017, not 2017, 17 years. It'll be 17 years in a month from now, right? It'll be exactly 17 years since I moved to California. So, I'm not sure I agree with that. I feel like I'm the same person that I was the previous state that I lived in. So, which was much, much, much hotter. And then I still have, I don't feel like I'm, I was born in Minnesota, but I only lived there 7 years. But so I don't feel like I'm Minnesotian, but definitely, I feel like I'm the same that I am when I was in Arizona. So, uh, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. You're very Californian. I feel like I'm exactly the same way that I was, whether I was living in Arizona or, and I lived in Arizona 20 years, right? So 20, yeah, the math adds up. About 20 years of my life. Now I'm 17 years in California. Crazy to think that I moved out here in 2007. Wow, crazy. I'm not from the U.S., but what I'm hearing from friends and what my understanding about. Oh, yeah. Nah. Uh, it's completely different, right? So here's the thing. If you've never been to California, California is like, you could say California is 3 different states, right? And so, um, I don't know. I feel like I'm the same as Arizona, and that's a state over, right? So maybe it's like the Southwest, maybe the Southwest. And then there's like maybe people that were born in California and they're more like on the beach and they're more surf type. But I'm the same that I was in Arizona for sure. 100% in my own mind. And I know this is getting. I studied in Ohio and think people. Oh yeah. So I was born in Minnesota, so Minnesota is completely different than California, right? And even completely different than Arizona. Well, more Arizona is somewhere in between Minnesota and California, but yeah, for sure, Minnesota is completely different. The Midwest is totally different. So maybe the Southwest, but California is like 3 different states. You got Northern California, then you got like Central California, and then you got Southern California. And I would even say that LA County, which has 11 million people, that's basically 2 states worth of population in one county. And that is completely different than Orange County, right? So 55 miles away, LA County with 11 million people, and the people there are completely different than Orange County and San Diego County, which is about 3 million. I think about 3 million. Orange County is like 3.3 million. Riverside County is like couple million at least. San Bernardino County, they're all different in my opinion. So it's pretty different. I would say that Arizona, like like Maricopa County, is probably similar to like a blend of Orange County and Riverside County. But anyways, with that, yeah, that's about it. California, like you get on the news and what you hear on the friends, you it basically all comes out of 2 counties, right? San Francisco County. Is it San Francisco County? It might be a different county up there. I don't know. I'm not an expert on it, but and LA County. And then you got the rest of the state, right? So you probably hear mostly the news. I know my parents, or my dad and my stepmom, at least in Arizona, they only hear bad things about California, and depends on what news channel you watch, right? uh, and they only hear bad things about LA County and like San Francisco, but you're not really seeing, Orange County as much in my opinion. So there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, but maybe it's just personal and not state-wise or national. Yeah. So, even it's even local, like county by county, right? In California, it's so different county by county because there's 40 million people in California. Just think about that. It's like the 7th largest economy in the entire world, right? So you got 40 million people. And Southern California alone is like the 5 counties of Southern California is like 25 million people. And then below LA County, if you just think about Orange County and San Diego County alone near the West Coast, completely different because it's like 7 million people, right? And that's like the whole population of more than Minnesota, the state of Minnesota, probably Ohio, Arizona, probably very close. So there you go. That's about it. Now we got to get going. So Nasdaq could be putting in a lower high at some point. We don't know. SP 500. We talked about this. We're not caught off guard or anything like that. We talked about it way back here at the bottom when it looked like there's some profit taking down here. Look for a more established lower high if it's going to roll. if the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 are going to roll over and hit lower targets, look for a more established lower high over here. Dow Jones, Russell 2000, right? Came all the way back down close to the 200-week moving average. Remember, we were talking about that Bitcoin and the Russell 2000 corrected deeper first in 2021. Same could be true now. Remember, the Ethereum and the Russell 2000, Ethereum hit the 200-week moving average. The Russell 2000 came close. Bitcoin has not yet. NASDAQ has not yet. S&P 500 has not yet. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. We don't know for sure. But it's just an observation that that price could come back down to these lower levels, similar to Ethereum and Russell 2000. It's just something that's on our radar. It's just something that we're keeping an eye on, and we'll continue to do so. The dollar is still bearish. The dollar could be coming back to the 200-week moving average as well. And it could be happening at the same time that these other assets do too. Just like I always point out that the dollar was bullish and ultra bullish from June 2021 all the way to November 2021, similar to Bitcoin, similar to the NASDAQ. So same could be true again to the downside, right? To the downside. So you've got June 2021, November 2021. It was bullish on the dollar. The same time, Bitcoin was pumping to $69,000. Same time, the NASDAQ was making new all-time highs in 2021. The dollar was pumping too, right? The dollar is pumping too. VIX back to these lower levels over here. The monthly chart no longer has a pending buy signal. It had a pending buy signal all the way over here. The month is not over. So the first week had a pending buy signal, pumped all the way to $65. The second week of the month came all the way back down. Just crazy, right? Just crazy. So maybe we don't see another big pump up for, maybe it does by the end of the month, next month, who knows, right? Who knows? Let's see, what else? Apple, let's go to Magnificent Seven. Oh, we're already 45 minutes in. Holy moly, guacamole. Apple got that gap up here, 232. Nvidia, gap filled, right? Still bullish for now. Meta, Amazon, gap up here. Microsoft, see if it puts in a lower high. What time frame? MACD, cross, and all. What time frame and which one are you talking about? Do you think the high volatility versus low volatility? Yeah, we're running out of time, so I'm gonna just keep going here. It's Friday. Come on. It's Friday. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. No, I'm kidding. Bearish not bearish gap over here in Tesla at 245. Gap at 147 over here. Woo! Apple. Yep. Google. Gap up there 183. Fill this gap all the way down here 158. Would be wild to see it flip around here. The MACD bullish crossover. Pending RSI buy signal over here on Google, right? Let's see. What would this look like? Expect bounces along the way. If it filled that gap, right? No buy signal as of yet, but a gap fill there. And then you got like key retracement targets, probably like eyeball tests, 5 to 10%. So make sure you have a plan in place. If you're buying these dips, you better sell those rips, right? What else? Let's take a look at some others real quick. Probably won't spend a whole lot of time. What are the Bitcoin mining stocks doing? Not much yet. pending MACD bullish crossover on Bitfarm. Not much on Marathon Digital yet. CLSK. Iris Energy. We're going to make it, hopefully. Cypher Mining. MIGI. Okay. Okay, that's starting to get a little bit more interesting. It wasn't the first pump and then came all the way back down, but it is looking more interesting over here. So, Huh. What else? Riot, Hive, Veritone. Ooh, breaking news. Nice. Yes, I do have a stock position on Veritone. And target 3 was just hit. I report target 3 was just hit. Not a huge position because this pumps hard and dumps hard. So if we start to see like multiple targets get hit, I may or may not take profits. Like for example, I had I don't have a copy trading service in Discord, so I'm not going to tell you when I'll show you the charts, but I'm not going to say, hey, I bought here and I sold here. I'm never going to do that because things happen quickly, and I may or not be able to update it quickly. The whole purpose of the Discord is for like-minded people to come together and share what they're seeing and learn together how to trade the charts themselves. And so that's why I'm happy to show you what I'm seeing in the charts for educational purposes and to show you, maybe teach you something, hopefully. And try to post timely charts though, right? Try to post timely charts, but it's not meant for copy trading. I'm sure some people do or try to, but I don't post for that purpose whatsoever. But breaking news, target 2 has been hit on Veritone so far over there on the daily chart. So I'm starting to like what I see. And for example, Upstart, we talked about it on the live stream that it did create bearish divergence. It did have a reversal candle afterwards. And yesterday, in hindsight, I probably should have taken profit over here on Wednesday. But I probably just got distracted with the baby or something. Like I said, it's not a huge position, so it's not the end of the world, but it could have gapped down on me and it could have been a mistake. In hindsight, it worked out in my favor. But I did close out the position over here. And what was it? 34%. So I honestly don't even remember where I bought it at. That's not good. It's not good. Let's see. Where did I buy it? No, it was lower. Let's see. Did I buy it over here? 50? No. I don't know. Maybe I bought it over here. Maybe I held through. I can't remember now. I can't remember. Yeah, maybe I did. So maybe I did hold through some pain, but it was like off of here and it came back down. It was stock. It wasn't options, but I did after the bearish divergence. I probably should have, but it wasn't closed yet, but I probably should have closed out on Wednesday. But yesterday I did close out with a 34% gain. So I can't remember when I bought it though. Can't remember. I don't know. But it was 34% gain. What else? Labu. Yeah. So Veritone. I don't know how long I'm going to ride it for, but maybe at least if it takes out all 4 targets or maybe the third target, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. There's more factors involved than just hitting targets. But if I might move it over. So what I did was I took the 34% from Upstart and moved some of that over to SoFi, right? To SoFi yesterday. So we'll see on SoFi. How's it doing? Up 1.5%. And Veritone, not Upstart, is down 1.5%. So in hindsight, that was a good move. And let's see, PayPal is flat today. So there we go. Veritone, it's stock. and it's it's lunch money, so it's that's why I'm not like paying that much attention to it. If it was futures or crypto trading with like 10x leverage back in the day, when I was allowed to do that before the US was cracking down, and then it went to 5x leverage, then you have to pay attention 100% or you'll be liquidated, right? So these are like, some of these are more shorter term to longer term possible moves. If you look at Veritone, it's a pending buy signal on the weekly chart. So it is a possibility that this is the low over here, higher low. So I'm just taking it for, I may or may not hold through it. Like I did an upstart. I was holding through it because it looked like it could be a longer term play. So I wasn't too concerned about it. But then once I saw the bearish divergence followed by the reverse candle on the daily chart, I was just going to rotate it in, and then I can rotate it out and then rotate it back in at a later date. So that was kind of my thinking behind it over there. But like SoFi, no pending buy signal on SoFi yet, weekly chart, but the daily chart had a buy signal yesterday. So it is trending that way. I did like my chances yesterday. So rotated some of that upstart over into there as my own thought process. Square, I don't have any Square, but similar thoughts to Square. Similar thoughts to PayPal. There's a new gap here, old gap up here, but could have retracements along the way, and I'll probably still hold it because the longer term is flipping bullish. So bought in based off the lower time frame, daily chart. Now I want to push it as long as possible. So it's kind of a PayPal. I'm going to try to set it and forget it. So I'm not going to be, I'll keep an eye on it. I'll take a glance at it every day. But if I saw like it pump really, really hard, and then there is like bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle similar to Upstart, then maybe I would consider taking profits and then getting back in at a lower price, with in mind that I think price is going to go much higher on PayPal. So we'll see. When currency goes off charts, I get bored, but today I'm enjoying the chat. Yeah. I can stare at charts all day, so here we go. So PayPal weekly chart, 2-week chart, right? So this is why I'm going to be trying to push it as long as possible. Again, it's not going to be life-changing money whatsoever, but if you got 1,000 here, 1,000 there, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, and pumps 100%, 200%, right? So I just, it's better than keeping cash, right? That makes like 5% or 4.5 to 5%, depending on the money market, or if you're in CD or T bills, whatever, and you're locked in. Like for me, it's like, even if it went from like, say you got in down here, right? The first gap, 18%, right? And you're out of it. Yeah, you have to pay taxes on it, but 18% versus locking it in for 9 months or 12 months, or money market, you don't have to lock it in, but to try to get 4 to 5%, that's barely keeping up with inflation, even though I know they're saying it's below 3%, but and then 75%, if it takes like 6 months to a year to come up and fill this gap up here or hit this target, or if it comes up and hits this, like for me it's worth it, right? So I'd rather have $1,000 doing that than $1,000 as an example in a money market, right? So I'd rather do that. But well, I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm not going to be like glued to the chart. It's not enough for me to like worry about it, right? So what else? What else? Rivian. A lot of people like Rivian. Not yet. Oh, someone asked about natural gas. All right, let's circle back here real quick. What else? PLTR. All right, Javier, you got it. Not in a trade. Where is PLTR? Do I have it on here? Oh. I don't know. PLTR. Yeah, it's on here somewhere. There we go. Ultra bullish on the daily chart. It's sending fire. Yeah, it is sending fire right now. It is ultra bullish on the daily chart. It's bullish on the weekly chart. Had these probably eyeball tested out. I don't know. I can't remember if I ever mapped it out or not. It's well above the 200-week moving average, but we've been covering it. 2-week chart, ultra bullish, right? So when you get that 2-week chart buy signal, we're hoping that PayPal does something similar. Hopefully we see a 2-week chart buy signal on SoFi in the near future, probably on Shop getting close. Where's Shop? But yeah, it's on fire. I wouldn't be chasing here though. Yeah. Look for the next Shop, right? Look for the next PLTR, right? PayPal. Ooh, come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. My wife's gonna think that I'm talking to the baby. Come on, baby. Where's my baby at? It was cute. The wife was reading to I went down to get water. The wife was reading to my baby. How are we doing on likes over here? Are we motivated? It's an hour in. Whoa, there she is. That's an old picture. Got a little birthmark up there. What else? What else? What else? What else? 12 likes. Oh, there we go. Baby's on the live stream. 12 likes. That's not very motivating. Hood, shop. That's what I was trying to do. Shop. 2-week chart had a buy signal, right? 2-week chart had a buy signal. Breaking news. The gap has been filled all the way from over here on May 2024, right? Gap was filled. What's going on down here though? Daily chart. Gap was filled over here. Gap's getting filled everywhere. Everywhere. Gap, fill. It's an old nursery rhyme. The wife caught me doing that old nursery rhyme to my baby last night. She came down. She's like, "Old MacDonald had a farm, really?" I'm like, "Hey, I was desperate." What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, Shop is making a move now, right? Filling gaps. Doesn't mean it couldn't fill this gap over here. There is a new gap over here. A new gap. Let's go yellow. Oh, let's go yellow. And then this one is been filled over here. So gaps being filled, gaps getting created, right? To all the market makers manipulating on options trading, right? So that's why there's gaps, in my opinion, right? Maybe someone will have a different reason, but just from a trading standpoint, the reason why there's gaps is because the market makers, the market bosses are manipulating the markets in after hours. So it's not really fair to retail trading, but the bigger players are manipulating it in after hours. So they create gaps, right? But without crying about it, you can carve out a strategy. The gaps don't always get filled, as I say, but they do work great as targets. So instead of crying about that manipulation, understand that there is manipulation and then understand how to take advantage of it, right? So you're not going to be a shark, but maybe you're a cleaner fish that swims with the sharks and you don't get eaten alive. There we go. What else? All right, so that was PLTR. Soul check. Covered it. Natural gas. Take a look at it briefly. We're already over an hour, but you asked kind of late, but you're in the Discord now, so we'll do it. We'll do it. You are in the Discord. I have it on here. Where did I put it? Oh yeah. Come on, Jesse. I just saw it. There we go. I think we're getting close now. I think we are getting close now on natural gas. Where there it is. Found it. Yeah. There's a gap down here at $1.62, right? So being aware of that. There is a gap down here. A little bit of a breakout. Trending dots are trending upward, but you got to be aware of the gap down here. So you had that bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle. Here we are. We don't know if the gap's going to get filled. At some point, could be putting in a higher low, but starting to break down with the pending sell signal right now and being aware of the gap below, right? So not much else really to report. Weekly chart is still bearish, but this is a low. At some point, could establish a higher low. Yeah, it's still bearish overall, right? That's about it. I think we're gonna call it here. 1 hour, 4 minutes. I should flip the hat on backwards. But with that, I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Make sure to get outside, get some of that natural vitamin D, go for a hike, go to the beach. We've been taking the baby on walks already every single day in the stroller. The stroller gang is out patrolling the neighborhood. Stroller gang, full force, getting some of that fresh air. So I recommend doing that. And we may or may not take a field trip down to the beach area this weekend and venture out. It'll be the baby's first time, but she's getting closer and closer to that 8-week mark. So we're feeling more and more confident. We've taken her to probably like 8 restaurants at least. So probably averaging like 1 restaurant a week. So we're getting more and more brave on different levels. So there we go. Hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for all of your support, especially the ones that did smash the like button. I appreciate all of you. With that, have a good rest of your weekend, and we will see you on the next live stream.